Hey, Cal Hunter here. Welcome to Grid Zero. This channel exists for one reason, to give you real systems, real methods, and real knowledge before you need it. Today's transmission is critical. We're talking about meat, how to store it, how to keep it for months without power, without a freezer, and without a pressure cooker. Pay attention. This could be the most useful 8 minutes of your week. The power goes out, stores are empty, your freezer starts warming up. You have 48 hours before everything in it is gone. Most people panic, they throw it all away, they go hungry. But not you, not after today. In this transmission, I'm going to show you 3 battle-tested systems for storing meat without a refrigerator, without a freezer, and without a pressure cooker. These methods kept people alive during real wartime food shortages. They've been used for centuries before electricity existed, and you can set them up today with materials you already have. Stay until Method 3. It's the most overlooked survival technique on the planet, and it requires zero heat. Let's be clear about the situation we're preparing for. Not a camping trip, not a long weekend. We're talking grid down, stores looted, supply chain collapsed, money worth nothing. In that scenario, your food supply is your survival. Meat provides protein, fat, and calories, the 3 things your body needs to keep functioning under stress. The problem, meat spoils fast. Without cold storage, you have maybe 4 hours at room temperature before bacteria start taking over. The solution, you remove what bacteria need to survive: moisture, oxygen, and temperature fluctuation. These 3 methods attack all 3 vectors. Let's build the vault. System 1, the salt vault. This is the oldest preservation method in human history. Salt draws moisture out of meat through osmosis. No moisture, no bacterial growth. Simple physics. What you need: fresh meat, pork, beef, or chicken, non-iodized coarse salt, clean glass jars with lids, a large pot of boiling water. Cut meat into chunks, pack it tightly into sterilized jars, layering heavily with salt between each piece. Seal the jars. Place them in a pot of boiling water, jars fully submerged, and process for 3 hours at a rolling boil. The boiling kills surface bacteria and creates a vacuum seal as jars cool. Always inspect jars before opening. Bulging lid, off smell, discoloration, discard immediately. No second guessing, no exceptions. Shelf life, 6 to 12 months in a cool, dark location. System 2, the bacon brick. Bacon, high fat, high salt, already processed, one of the easiest meats to vault long term. What you need: fresh bacon or pork belly, coarse salt, glass jars, a boiling water bath setup. Cut bacon into strips, coat every surface heavily with salt, pack tightly into sterilized jars, no gaps, no air pockets. The fat renders slightly during processing and creates its own internal seal. Process in a boiling water bath for 2.5 to 3 hours. Remove, let cool completely. Listen for the lids to pop. That's your vacuum seal locking in. The fat layer inside acts as an additional oxygen barrier, keeping the meat protected even after the jar is opened, as long as everything stays submerged. Stored in a cool cellar or underground cache, up to 12 months. Open a jar, slice it, fry it. Hot meal in under 3 minutes. That's what a survival system feels like. System 3, the oil vault. Zero electricity, zero pressure, zero complexity. This is the method most people have never heard of, and it's the most powerful one in this transmission. It's called confit, a French preservation technique hundreds of years old. The principle is brutally simple. Submerge cooked meat completely in oil. Oil blocks all oxygen. No oxygen, no aerobic bacterial growth. The meat lives in a sealed anaerobic environment. What you need:
cooked meat, chicken, pork, duck, beef, olive oil or animal fat, lard, duck fat, a glass jar with a tight lid, and salt. Cook your meat thoroughly, roasted, boiled, or pan-fried. Season with salt. Let cool slightly. Pack into a clean, dry glass jar. Pour olive oil over the top until every surface is completely covered, at least 1 centimeter of oil above the highest piece. Seal. Store. No water bath required for storage. Best kept underground, in a cellar, or the coolest room available. Target temperature, 50 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Shelf life, months to over a year when properly sealed and stored cool. When you're ready to eat, pull out the meat, scrape off excess oil, heat in a pan. The oil itself becomes your next cooking resource. In a real crisis, nothing gets wasted. 3 systems, 3 layers of protection. Salt vault, bulk meat storage when you have time to prepare. Bacon brick, high-calorie, high-fat emergency rations. Oil vault, zero power long-term preservation. No bunker required, no expensive gear, just knowledge, jars, salt, and oil. The people who survive food shortages aren't the ones who panic at the last minute. They're the ones who built systems before the crisis started.
But before we close this transmission, I need to warn you. Most people who try these systems fail, not because the methods don't work, because they make 3 critical mistakes. Mistake 1, wet jars. Any moisture inside the jar before packing, on the glass, on the lid, on your hands, creates a breeding ground for bacteria. Dry everything, completely, no shortcuts. Mistake 2, wrong salt. Iodized table salt kills the preservation process. Iodine is an antibacterial agent. It interferes with the curing chemistry. You need non-iodized coarse salt, sea salt, kosher salt, nothing else. Mistake 3, wrong storage location. A jar on a kitchen shelf in a warm room is not a vault. Heat accelerates bacterial growth even inside a sealed jar. Underground, cellar, coolest room in the building, always. Avoid these 3 mistakes, and your vault will hold.
Build your vault this week, not next month, this week. If this transmission helped you, hit subscribe, share it with someone who needs it. This is Grid Zero. Cal Hunter, out.